Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Steve Potter, and we're talking about the Gesher Music Festival with Artistic Director and Cellist Sara Sitzer, and we welcome vocalist Lucy Dhegrae. Hi, Lucy. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to St. Louis, I guess I should say.
Thank you.
Hey, you participated in the festival a few times now. How did the Gesher Music Festival first get on your radar, and what made you want to be a part of it?
I met Sara in Chicago. We were both working as freelancers in the scene there, and she invited me to be a part of it. And I was so excited by the opportunity to do a range of different styles, because that's something that I really love. So, I do classical singing, we do contemporary music, I get to do musical theater, Tin Pan Alley, and I love exploring all parts of my voice and also of the repertoire.
Mm-hmm. And here's some photographs of the festival. Is it, Sara? What's going on there?
Lucy being dramatic, very dramatic. This is just some of the music that we are so lucky to perform together. One of the great side benefits of the festival is getting to play wonderful chamber music with good friends, and we've become very good friends working together and performing together.
Who's that?
That's me.
Oh, I didn't recognize you.
Yeah,
Hair's a little
different
different.
haircut, yeah. People will notice this year that my hair is not that.
I think we've got a few more shots of maybe some other artists. Maybe we can look at those. But the festival's kind of in midway. How's it gone so far?
Great. So we still have our 3 main programs to go. We had 2 family concerts over the weekend, which that's something that's been sort of evolving, and we've been adding as the festival has gone on, now in its 8th year. And those have been great. We have, for the last several years, included a tour, a free docent-led tour of the St. Louis Art Museum related to the Gesher theme. So that also has already happened, and that's always a very popular event. So something that we'll be sure to continue.
And having Lucy here, the vocal aspect of the Gesher Music Festival, it didn't begin that way, did it?
No, it didn't. We started very modest with just a few musicians, a few instruments, and it's been growing and adding a vocal component, and especially adding Lucy as the vocal component.
Well, Lucy, you're based in New York now. Could I have a little resume? Tell me about your career and what you do.
Sure. I grew up in Michigan, and I went to University of Michigan. I grew up singing all different kinds of music, jazz, musical theater.
In high school plays and things like that?
Yeah, not as many. I was actually more of a sports person, but I did end up doing a lot of performing and with various people around town. I went to University of Michigan, and after that I moved to Vienna, Austria, and then Chicago, and then I went to Bard. But I performed at Kennedy Center, Lincoln Center, which just came from the Mostly Mozart Festival in New York. And,
well, the music that you're going to do at the Gesher Festival, I'm told, means a lot to you.
Yeah.
So what is it, and what does it mean to you?
Well, I love working with living composers and knowing more about who they are and what they're writing and being a part of that process. So one really special piece that we'll do was written actually by my husband, Sean, who is a composer. And I actually asked him to set one of my favorite hymn texts. So it's a hymn by Isaac Watts called Resignation. Mm-hmm. And in the hymn setting, it's you're thanking God for everything that you've been given and for the safety. And the way that Sean reset it was a complete reconstruction of the text. And it ends up encapsulating the feeling I think that a lot of us feel, which is, are we safe? Are we protected? What is going to happen? And so it was a really interesting way for him to change that favorite text and tune of mine. So that's one piece that we'll do.
Okay, we've just got about a minute left. What's the other piece?
The other piece that I really love is Since 1500 by Matthew Shickley, which is a text taken from a list of animals that have gone extinct since the year 1500, and only animals in North America. And so we kind of go through them, and I see, animals are, as you're saying, are people that we really don't, we don't ever get to hear their voice. Right. And people who've been really, a whole group, the whole world has been super oppressed, and they've been shut out. Their voices have been completely silenced. So it's a way to remember them as well.
Sara, what should people do about tickets? And we want to make the point, these are various venues, so they need to check the schedule, don't they?
Absolutely. So yeah, we're at the History Museum on Thursday. We're at the 560 building at Washington University on Saturday, and then at the Jewish Community Center on Sunday. Sorry. So check our website, geshermusicfestival.org. You can also call our box office, which I need to look at the number.
That's okay.
It is 314-442-3283.
3283.
But all of the information is on our website, geshermusicfestival.org.
And Lucy, I understand that you also kind of have a little music festival of your own?
I do.
Back in New York, or
Yes, yeah, I do. I'm going straight from St. Louis to Sydney, where we'll do our first festival in Sydney. We had one in Melbourne, and then I'll go to New York to do the festival there.
where? Do you and your husband get to work together often, or is this unusual?
It's a little unusual, actually. We don't get to work together, so it's really special. He'll be here, and
Well,
yeah.
We welcome you both to St. Louis. And
Thank you
Sarah,
so
it's always
much.
good to see you.
Thanks so much.
Have a great festival, what's left of it. Now in its 8th season, the Gesher Music Festival returns to bring chamber music with a multicultural twist to their performances. The Gesher Music Festival takes place from August 16th through the 19th at various locations. If you'd like more information, be sure to visit geshermusicfestival.org. There's more STL Live after this. Stay with us.